All right, it is Saturday. It's not as early as I really wanted to be on stream, but we are here. Okay, so today is sorry, I think it's 188. Not really sure. But yeah, today I have been wanting to try out this platform for a really long time. It is called Code Crafters. And actually, their team have been kind of reaching out to me, and they have some really nice folks so far that I have spoken with. And I found out about this, I think, at the end of the year. Actually, I found out either like at the end of the year or at the beginning of this year, something like that. And I've been meaning to try it out for quite some time, but I just haven't gotten around to it. So I got an email from one of the community manager, I think, and she was just saying like, "Oh, hey, do you have any streams coming up? Have I missed anything?" And I'm like, I really just need to commit to a stream. So I literally, at that point, I'm like, I'm just going to do it on Saturday. And Saturday is today. Now, was I having like a whole bunch of other stuff going on today? Absolutely, positively, without a doubt. But um I was getting a lot of resistance today, so I felt like that's even more of a reason why I need to sit down and do the thing that I said I was going to do today. So that's what I'm going to do. So basically, I've literally never tried Code Crafters before. I have an account already, um, and I've actually like kind of peeked around, looked at different challenges that they have, but I've never actually used it. So today, my goal is to pick a challenge, and I'm actually going to try to see how far I can get. It's 10:45. I really, really, really want to get to set up at my church, and set up is at 1. And today, I mean, it's 10:45 right now. So now I'm trying to think about how much time I got. Maybe an hour and a half. Let me see if I can go for like a solid hour and a half. Um is that long enough for me to kind of get a somewhat of a sense? Um Probably the latest I could go is for like 2 hours. So that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to focus. Justice is over here. Y'all can see his little arms. He eating some Cheetos. They're like literally spilled all over his chair. I don't know if y'all can see him from this other camera. Let me see. Wait, which one is it? This one? It's not on. Hold on. Is it dead? It must be dead. Okay, the other camera's dead. So I guess we're not about to see him. But can you see him if I do it like this? Baby. Look. Say hi. Okay. Anyways. All right. So let's jump over into here. And then I'm recording today, and I normally record, but for some reason, I haven't like put all the records on my OBS. But I'm recording, so I'm actually going to make videos about this after the fact too, but I just wanted to, y'all know I live stream, so I was like, I might as well like actually live stream and really try this out. And then afterwards I'll probably make I want to make like a video about it overall, and maybe talk about it a little bit more in depth. And right now, I mean, quite transparently, I want to see like, is this something that I would enjoy using? Reconnect. All right, I'm trying to reconnect. I'm trying to reconnect. Baby, please stop doing that. Bubby, what are you doing? Stop me. Okay. Wait, TV Josh. Okay, I see TV Josh. Let me try to refresh my music. Properties. Um, Refresh. You see me now? Okay. My connection died, and I just changed my connection because I'm not about to play. I'm good now. Okay, thank you, y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, y'all know I be needing some help. Preacher, can you please do me a favor? Can you check on the YouTube if you do not mind? That would like help me out tremendously right now. See, I could be nice. Yeah, I know. You just be trolling me, but it's all good. I know it's coming from a genuine place. Did I ever mod you? You need a mod. You need a mod role. um yeah, TV Josh, I can't I definitely recognize your handle, but I used to stream. I've been streaming y'all since like 2018 or 19, something like that. But I went on like a long hiatus in 2022, around 2021. 2020, 2021, I went on like a hiatus. And then I came back in 2022, like end of the year. So, I've been trying to be way more consistent, and that's really where my 365 days of code challenge actually came from. For me, 365 days of code is like a lot of people ask me like, "Oh, are you a beginner? Are you learning how to code?" Which I already have my feelings about why people ask me that question so often. But no, I'm not new to coding. I have been in software, working in tech since I want to say I got my first like official role around 2016, something like that. Um, and I have been an instructor. I feel like my eyebrows is uneven, but y'all just don't look at them too hard. I have been an instructor. I have worked as a full-time software engineer for many years. Um, and currently I actually work and do like a lot of like freelance projects for startups, helping some like local startups here in Detroit get their ideas off the ground, get their platforms up and running, try to get them to a point of being like, you know, VC funding ready and things like that. And a lot of times I'm working with people who don't have any technical background. So, you know, coming in and basically being that technical person for them to help them kind of bring the initial idea to life. That's what I'm working on now. I also have a number of different like programs and things that I work with. I still teach. I teach for some programs that I run through Detroit Black Tech. We have a conference called Hacking with the Homies. So those are other things that I do, y'all. So a lot of people know some of the different things that I do because like even Preacher was here for our conference back in May. So my current struggle right now, and let me check my let me check my monitoring because I want to hear the music too. Because y'all got the background music going. I can't hear it right now. Um, properties. No. I'm gonna talk about the challenges and I'm gonna show y'all the platform and everything. Oh, there it is. It just was low. And I do have like an affiliate code for this, depending on how I feel about the platform. Cause y'all know, like, I'm not about to recommend something for y'all if I really don't like it and truly recommend it. So the thing about it is like, Frozer, thank you so much for popping in, and we'll definitely be catching up, y'all. If y'all do not follow him, definitely go follow him. Good luck with the kiddos games today, and we'll figure out when our next YouTube challenge is. Um, but yeah, so I'm basically at this point where, and I was talking to Frozer about this on his stream earlier. So when I first got started in tech, there was always the option to use different coding platforms and things that were able to help me like increase my skills. Because, you know, when you're first starting out, a lot of times like you, even if you start out with a boot camp, even if you came out of a computer science program or something like that, even when you have a well formed like curriculum, it's still always, those are very beginner skills, and there's more things that you need to learn over time in order to in like grow in your career, really increase your expertise. That's something that I felt was easier to do when I was earlier on in my career. Now that I've been around the block, the best way to learn is by, well, it's always been the best way, but like the best way to learn is by doing. The best way to learn is by like actually getting your hands-on experience. The only problem with that is that I do a lot of solo dev work right now, like a lot, because I freelance and I'm usually the only technical person. Maybe I might work with another person. Now, I learned a lot when I was on, my full-time, like on full-time software engineering teams. But and you get different type of exposure in those environments too. So you have the ability to, like I went to a big tech company and I learned how to do different types of APIs. I learned how to do best practices. I literally learned how to do microservice based architecture. I learned all these things um from actually being a part of a larger software organization. um and you have to, right? It's always like you're always learning something new, or a more advanced topic, a more advanced technique. But because I do a lot of solo dev now, I don't have a lot of opportunities like that. And I found that when I went to you went back to the different educational platforms that I used to use in the past, they still want to tell me how to make a variable. I know how to make a variable, but I know what a function is. Like, you don't got to explain that to me again. But that's because I am not the target audience for those platforms, right? I'm not the person that they're really looking at. They're looking you A lot of times those platforms are geared towards people that are from 0 to maybe 2 to 3 years into their career. And not saying that it couldn't be more. This is not the exclusive situation. But I just felt like, for me personally, I have been struggling to find just like different educational platforms that lets me build non-trivial projects. And it's the non-trivial part, right? Like, that's the big thing. So I thought that this project was actually interesting because I got an email probably like at the end of the year. Like I said, it was either the end of the year or the beginning of this year. And they reached out to me and they were like, oh, hey, this, we seen your streams and everything. And like, maybe you would like this platform. Would you like to try it out? And then I looked it up. I'm like, oh, I definitely need to try this. I need to try this. So that's what we're doing today. That's all I wanted to say. So that is the preface of this whole like ordeal. Y'all know I love trying new languages. I love trying new things. I love to learn different parts of these like different parts of software architecture that I've never experienced before. So I started out on the front end. I started out very, very front end, like 2014 bootstrap grid system, because we didn't have CSS grid, we didn't have flexbox, we didn't have none of that. We just had bootstrap, jQuery. We had bootstrap, we had jQuery. That's it. Y'all don't even know. Like, it's so funny because it's like that was a long time ago now. And then I went into full stack, basically, and I was full stack before was a such thing as full stack JavaScript. So I went into full stack by first learning front end, and then I took a Java boot camp. So I learned back end in Java. Then from there, I did full stack web, and I taught full stack. Here, you want to go? Go ahead. You about to get out of my office though, because you put Cheetos all over the floor. Yeah. Yeah. Go play. Go on, you like Cheetos on your pants? Bye. Y'all. Toddlers are like, I don't even know. And I just don't get it. The bit rate might be bad. I don't know. It's my I think it's my connection. It's my connection, but I'm recording every single thing, so that's the best I can do, y'all. This is the best I can do right now. I will definitely be making a video. Oh, yeah, my audio's good. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'm definitely streaming. um, or I'm definitely recording everything. But so I might re-upload this whole thing. But yeah, so what was I saying? I forgot because my kid got Cheetos all over the place. I'm slowly going crazy. Just slowly, just like this much. Miss Sinner, my bad. Welcome in, ma'am. Welcome in. Look, y'all proud of me. I'm on here early. But oh yeah. Okay, so I went from being a front end person, exclusively front end, like vanilla, dang near vanilla JavaScript. Um, this is like pre React. This is like the very beginning of Angular. And then I wanted to become full stack. So then I learned Java. And then I did full stack web for a while, like quite a few years. I did full stack web in some different languages. So I've done like I did a big project in I worked with one startup. I did a big project for them in Laravel, PHP Laravel. I used to do like WordPress development. I started out just doing custom themes, and then I used to do actually full like PHP WordPress theme development. I did Ruby on Rails. My first full-time software engineering job, I was a full stack engineer at an agency. So we just basically did projects in whatever languages made sense for the customer. So in those cases, I did Ruby on Rails, I did WordPress, I did some JavaScript, but not a lot. And then let's see. I did the Laravel project. And then after that, I worked in vehicle connectivity. When I got into vehicle connectivity, I actually started out as I started out as an API developer. I started out on the API team because me being a full stack person, the API development team was like the most, that was like basically probably the only thing I really would have understood at that on that platform at that time. If I'm being honest, that's like the only thing I would have truly understood. Besides, we did actually have a web team that worked on the web, like the web site for the company, but that was a very small team. This company that I worked for, it was a vehicle connectivity platform. So yeah, I started out on the API side, exposing the different functionalities that we had via APIs. And then I ended up on the other end of the platform as an IoT developer. I still would not ever like put IoT developer on my resume, even though technically I did that for the most amount of time. But basically, our architecture there was like Java, Spring Boot microservices. Then we started getting into Kotlin because somebody on my team was like, Kotlin is cool and it's interoperable with Java, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going on a tangent, but just to say, like, I like to kind of learn all these different bits and pieces of how different parts of the software systems work together. So I find myself kind of like inching over, noodling over to tangential topics, or tangential like components and learning that way. And like I said, because of where I am right now professionally, I don't have a lot of those opportunities. A lot of times I am building something from the ground up for someone, which is fine, but it's only so far that you get in like exercising your technical skills when you're building something in the very, very beginning, right? It's one thing to build an MVP. It's a whole nother thing to have to scale a platform. And that's kind of, I just been kind of feeling like I missed that. I don't want to lose like my own personal progression in this process. So I wanted to check out this platform and see how it goes, and show y'all like what I'm trying out, and then if it's nice, then I can recommend it to you. And like I said, like full transparency, I do have like an affiliate for this platform. And let me see how this is. What I'll look into. Let's see if you go there. Oh, you get 40% off. You get 40% off. Okay. So if you do want to try it out, then this is you will get 40% off. Okay. Dr. T, thank you for the lurk, and I appreciate you coming in as well. Yeah, we about to get busy, y'all, but I just wanted to give like a little bit of a precursor. So go here. Okay. So let me get out of here and go back to where I was. All right. So first and foremost, actually, let's go to the main page so y'all can see this. So Code Crafters is codecrafters.io. So Code Crafters basically allows you to recreate more complex software. Practice writing complex software, right? Like I said, I'm looking for stuff I don't want to be building a bunch of trivial like projects, because at this point I don't get a lot out of that. And I know that I'm not getting a lot out of that. So they actually have a bunch of different types of challenges, and you can do them in different languages as well. So this is Code Crafters. I am logged in over here. So over here we have a bunch of different challenges, and then you can actually like kind of filter stuff by language if you want to. And this is like always growing and evolving. So far I've seen them bring out a couple new challenges in the past few months. I was gonna do build your own shell, because that's the one that was free last month. But build your own interpreter is the one that's free this month. So I think we're gonna do this one. Am I terrified? Yes, I am, actually. I was planning on doing build your own server. So we might do this one because I think I got more time to finish this one. This one is free until July 31st. So the thing about their platform is they pretty much always have different free options. And then whenever a new challenge comes out, when it's in beta, then that challenge is going to be free. So build your own HTTP server is free until the end of the month. And then the newest challenge is build your own interpreter. So this one is in beta. So this one just came out. So we'll start here. But originally when I saw this, I saw like build your own Git. Build your own Git was like the first project I saw. So I definitely want to come back and do that. I pretty much want to do every single thing that's on here. So if y'all like actually enjoy this process, we might do more streams on here. So let's see. Like I said, I've never tried this out before. So I have no idea what's going to happen after I hit start building. Let's see. Oops. Okay, so now I'm wondering something. I thought I put the link in here and I didn't. That's funny. Hold on, give me a second, y'all. I gotta get my stream together. I know it should have been way more together than this, but honestly, if it was more together than this, I wouldn't even be streaming right now. So let me see. Oh, it's pasted. So they'll say it's free if you sign up, it's 40% off if you upgrade. Okay. I just can't, for some reason, I can't Command V in this window on my OBS. Actually do this because I messed that up. Okay. So that's there for you. Now, yeah, let's build your own HTTP server. So, I mean, I'm sure I've probably built a server before, but I'm also sure I don't really know. I just like know all the steps you're supposed to take. But I don't know very much about like server like inner working. So this is something I would love to learn more about. That's why I said, like, for me, I like projects that are tangential. So something that I already am familiar with, but I want to go deeper on. This is like a perfect place for me to start personally. The other one would be Git. All right, so let's see. So they do show you like who did attempts. Oh, I can have a private leaderboard. Okay, welcome to the Build Your Own HTTP Server Challenge. HTTP is the protocol that powers the web. Absolutely. Build a server that's capable of handling simple GET and POST requests, serving files, handling multiple concurrent connections. This part right here. So like, I'm the type of person where it's like, okay, yeah, I know how to set up a server, but I just know like the basic boilerplate that everybody puts in there. I know the basic boilerplate that everybody puts in their express.js file or server.js file. Okay, so which language should I use? I'm gonna go with JavaScript just to make my life as simple as possible. So we get a language proficiency. Oh, you can pick your, I didn't know you could do this, y'all. You can, yeah, okay, cool. That makes sense. So they have language proficiency. So this is also helpful for people who might be interested in, if you're trying to pick up another language, then you might want to try out some challenges, right? And I highly recommend this mostly for someone that has some experience. If you just learned how to code, this isn't necessarily the first step I would recommend for you. I would recommend more like a team Treehouse, which I loved. I loved Treehouse. Like Treehouse got me through a lot of years. I loved Team Treehouse. I used to use Code Academy back in the day too. Hi, baby. He wanted me to dance to these songs on this what you call it. And then my bad, I didn't want to ignore this too. Baby, you about to get out. He about to go play in his room. Erica, I saw you and I just wanted to say hey because I am so glad that you got a chance to pop in. I don't know if you're still around, but y'all give me a hot second to go put him in his playroom and then we gonna be good to go. All right. I actually thought he was gonna be mad, a little bit more upset, but he pretty much got in his bed, so that's good. It's time for him to take a nap anyway, so that's good timing for me. But anywho, all right, so yeah, I want to try this challenge out. So TCP connections, HTTP headers, HTTP verbs, and handling multiple connections. Oh, it says and more. So like concurrency is not something I have any familiarity with in detail. So that's something that would be really, really helpful for me. I'm familiar with headers. I could be more versed on headers, but I know how to use headers and verbs. I could figure out this, and I've definitely done enough work with server side to be comfortable with the concepts. And then TCP connections, like I don't really know anything about this protocol except that that's the protocol that I would have to use. So it's good to, I think, you kind of try to have like enough new things that you're being challenged, but not too many new things to the point where it's overwhelming. Okay, so my preferred language is JavaScript. How would you describe your experience level? I should say advanced, but I'm gonna say intermediate because honestly, I'm not as good with my ES6 as I should be, and I'm still really I still have some archaic JavaScript. Because like I said, like one of my main languages that I used for a long time was Java, and then I came back to JavaScript. But I've been doing a lot of teaching to beginners, so I don't do a lot of advanced stuff with JavaScript right now. How often do you intend to practice? Every day. Wait, let me see what all it says. Learners that maintain a consistent cadence are most likely to meet their learning objectives. Okay, and then accountability. Would you like us to email you? Sure, that's fine. I actually pay attention to emails. Okay. We've prepared a starter repository with some JavaScript code for you, so I can clone this repo, push an empty commit, and then when you run the above command, the listening for a git push message will change and the first stage will be activated. Oh, this part right here. Okay. All right. I hope I'm recording my background music on another track, but we shall see. All right, let's boost this up. Okay, so they created a repository for me. So let me see something real quick. Because how does this work? I'm pushing back to that repo. I want to know, like, you know, y'all know how I feel about my graph. Look at my graph. It's so sad looking. Oh, this looks sad. I was hoping that the repository would be connected to our GitHub account, but I'm just gonna keep walking the process out. If anything, I can push it later. So before I try to go off the beaten path, let me just follow instructions. All right, so let me go to this is like my workspace. Let's see, I guess we could do something like this. Literally the only thing about Windows that I like is that split screening. It's not complicated. All right, so get clone. Oh, did I copied the whole thing actually? Is this where I want it to be? I'm gonna make a folder for, actually, let's just make a code crafters because they have like multiple challenges. I just have a weird convention where I make my in my GitHub like workspace, in my repos workspace, I know the difference between a repo and like a just a regular like organizational directory, because repos are lowercase and the other directories are all uppercase. So like this is all Detroit Black Tech repos inside of this folder. This is all like Ghost related, Ghost CMS related repos inside this folder, as opposed to Love API, Nursery Bot, and Say Hello World. Those are actual repos. So that's why I just made another folder for code crafters. So now inside of here is where I can copy this. So I'm cloning. Wait, do I have to? Oh, I am making my own folder. But where am I pushing it to? I guess I'm just pushing it to some hidden background. But later I'll probably figure out what's the best way to push this to my own repo as well, or my own account. All right, so we're cloning the starter project inside of a folder called Code Crafters HTTP Server JavaScript. So now I already CD'd into that folder as well. Both of those were run back to back. So the next thing I can do is git commit allow -- allow empty -m, and that is just giving me an empty commit. So okay, so git commit -- allow empty. So because I haven't changed anything, so I don't have anything to commit at this point. -m, and I'm gonna even push it like this, exactly how they asked me to, just in case. Git push origin master. So cute. I want to do the shell next. We doing the shell project, absolutely. Like probably the next project I do is gonna be the shell, because I want to build my own shell. Okay, and I can see the error that my server is not running, and that's all good. Ooh, confetti. Okay, thank you. I need the encouragement. Ooh, see, they fancy. I like that. Okay, they crossed this out, so I know I'm good to go. Okay. Since this is the first stage, we've included some commented code to help you get started. To pass this stage, simply uncomment the code and submit your changes. Okay, so in the app main.js, uncomment the code and submit changes. After you first git push, you should see test failed, but complete this. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to open this in VS Code. I have the shortcut for VS Code, the command line shortcut enabled, so I can just say code and then dot for the current directory, so I can open up the entire project in VS Code. And it's going to be over here. And actually from here, I'm probably going to stick with this terminal from now on. Let me make this big enough that you can see it from the freeway. All right, let me know if that's like a good size. All right, so let's do this, and I can swap back and forth for now. All right, so I'm supposed to be, just find the code I need to uncomment, I guess. Is it in the server or is it in app main? All right, let me see what's in the server real quick. I guess this is just for their platform. All right. I'm gonna go down one more size and let me know if that's too small. Okay, so net is a const that we are creating. We're requiring some import that I've never used before, probably, or maybe I have. You can use print statements as follows for debugging. Oh, okay, so the console logs are visible. So when I ran this before, hold on, I just want to see this real quick. Where is it? When I ran that before, I thought I saw the output. Logs from your program will appear here. This is that. And it actually comes from your program. All right, that's good to know. Uncomment this to pass the first stage. Say, oops, I uncommented too far. This part needs to be still commented, my bad. All right, so our server, we created an instance of a server. Okay, got you. Boilerplate stuff that I definitely know how to copy and paste, but cannot dive too deep into. So I did that, and then what do I do next? I just commit. I think I just committed. I uncommented it already. Run the following commands to submit your changes. Yeah. Why is it saying allow empty on a... That's not an empty commit though. I'm gonna try something because I don't think... I'm not quite sure it's supposed to actually say allow empty. Because isn't allow empty... Yeah, oops. Annoying. Get help. Wait, get help. No, what am I doing? What am I doing? Get commit. Hold on, do this. Do this. Get help, commit. Get help, commit. Allow empty as a flag right here. See, this is the thing. It's worth it, and I always enjoy the process when I can actually go and look at something, not just like take it for face value, but actually take a quick learning moment. So allow empty, it's right here. Usually recording a commit that has the exact same tree as its sole parent commit is a mistake, and the command prevents you from making such a commit. This option bypasses the safety and is primarily for use by foreign SCM interface scripts. Okay. I'm gonna try to push it though without that flag and see if I get an issue. Dang it. How do I make my terminal come back? Can y'all tell that there we go. I still miss Adam to this day. All right, Q out of there. All right, I just needed to do that. So I'm saving this. So I have a status. I do have some shortcuts enabled, like aliases for my terminal. So GST is for get status. I know what I'm supposed to do, but I'm not about to bypass my own process. So we'll add that. See, what's interesting is they did that like allow empty, and I kind of want to try it without it. I just want to see. Pass first stage. Get commit dash M. Let me see. Git push origin master. All right, my test passed. So yeah, I'm actually not quite sure that it was necessary to have that flag. All right, so I'm done binding to a port. All right, so TCP is the underlying protocol being used by the HTTP servers. The tester executes the program, then the tester will try to connect to your server. So was it anything else? All right, I want to see if there's anything else they're talking about. All right, so in this stage, you'll implement your own solution. Unlike stage 1, your repository doesn't contain commented code to pass this stage. All right, so let's read the instructions. The Your Task card below contains a description of what you need to implement to pass tests. We also recommend taking a look at the Code Examples tab, which contains code examples from other users, the Screencast tab if you prefer more detailed video walkthroughs. Mark this step as complete once you've read the instructions. I'm curious about this. Ooh. So I can submit a screencast. We definitely submit the screencast, y'all. Okay. Let me go back. And then the code examples would basically be other examples of things that people wrote, which is fine. Okay. They got concepts. This is what I was wondering about. So if I go back, okay, I guess there's no concepts on this first step since you just uncommenting, but now we have the concepts here as well. I think this is what I was looking for, because I'm like, well, it's nice for you to tell me what to do, but I need to know why I'm doing what I'm doing. That's the whole point. So if I wanted to do an overview, TCP servers in Go, Rust, Python, network protocols. Okay. Network protocols are sets of rules or standards used by devices to communicate with each other over a network. Some examples of network protocols are HTTP, used for web browsing, SMTP, used for email, FTP, used for file transfers. Which of the following is not a network protocol? PDF is a document. Network protocols can be broadly categorized into layers. Each layer relies on the layer below it and provides services to the layer above it. Okay. One model that categorizes network protocols into layers is the TCP/IP model. Has 4 layers. Heard this a million times since I've been in software. First time I learned about layers. Probably not the first time I learned about the layers, but the first time I feel like I can actually digest this information. So you got the application layer, the transport layer, the internet layer, and the link layer. Okay, so application, transport, internet, and then link. TCP/IP model. How many layers does it have? 4. Look at the link on the bottom layer. The link layer is responsible for sending data over a physical medium, such as a cable or a wireless connection. Examples: Ethernet, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. Ethernet is a link layer protocol. The internet layer is the next layer. It is responsible for routing data access across different networks. All right, so You got the actual Ethernet connection into the computer. Then coming out from that, you got the internet. So you have to send that data across the network. The internet layer relies on services provided by the link layer. The fundamental protocol is the internet protocol, IP, but there are others such as ICMP. This is for something like a ping. ARP, used to map IP addresses to MAC addresses. Okay, link layer, Ethernet, internet layer, IP, transport layer. HTTP is the transport layer, right? This layer's job is to provide reliable data transfer between two devices. The transport layer relies on services provided by the internet layer. Oh, TCP. Duh, they did say we was learning about TCP. So I guess, so is HTTP the application layer, or I'm just saying stuff? Actually, I think this one is using WebSockets, right? TCP for reliable delivery of data, UDP for fast but less reliable delivery. Real-time video streaming would be better over fast UDP. Okay. This is the topmost layer, the application layer, where most of the actual applications that we use live. The application layer relies on protocols like TCP and UDP in the transport layer. So that's where HTTP, SMTP, FTP, etc. exist. Got you. You've now learned about the TCP/IP model, which categorizes network protocols into 4 layers. This model is also referred to as the Internet Protocol Suite. Here's a quick overview of the layers and examples of protocols in each layer. Application, HTTP, transport, TCP, internet, IP, layer, link, Ethernet, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. And then they give you another reference to the packed library. Yeah, see, I'm about to be in love, y'all. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, all right. So let's go back now that I went off on a little concept challenge. Okay. So my task card contains a description of what you need to implement to pass tests. We also recommend taking a look at the codes and the screens. Okay, got you. Head over to your IDE and implement your solution. If you want a quick look at what function to use or how to structure your code, look at a code example. But, oh, my task card is down here. Okay, got you. In this stage, your server will respond to an HTTP request with a 200 response. An HTTP response is made up of 3 parts, each separated by a CRLF. Number 1, status line. Control characters or bytecode. Carriage return and a line feed. See, it just feels so good to like have terminology for things that you just use blindly. Okay, you have a status line. You have 0 or more headers, each ending in a CRLF. Carriage return, line feed, carriage return, line feed. Optional response body. In this stage, your server's response will only contain a status line. Here's the response your server must send. So my server must send the HTTP 200 OK and 2 carriage return line feeds. Oh, because there's no headers. So the version, the status code, optional reason phrase, and then the headers will be empty. Okay, I understand that. What am I working with though? So it's something off of that net module for sure. I looked at this one. So what about this one? TCP is a widely used network protocol. It's a reliable protocol that runs on top of an unreliable protocol, IP. We'll start by looking at IP, the protocol that TCP builds on top of. TCP depends on IP. When a program sends data over the network using IP, the data is broken up and sent as multiple packets. Each packet contains a header and a data section. The header contains a source and destination address, much like an envelope that you send to your post office. The important similarity between IP and a postal service is that packets are not guaranteed to arrive at the destination. Although every effort is made to get it there, sometimes packets get lost in transit. Furthermore, if you send 5 packets at once, there's no guarantee they'll arrive at their destination at the same time or in the same order. These are all different types of issues that I've definitely experienced depending on which type of software systems I worked on. But I've never spent the time to learn these concepts in particular. When sending data using IP, which of the following is true? No packets will be lost. All packets will be delivered in order. Packets will be lost and may be delivered out of order. This is something I learned about in real-time data streaming using like Kafka and some other tools like that. TCP was created to address the limitations of IP. TCP offers 2 guarantees: reliable delivery in order. Got you. TCP ensures that no packets are lost in transit. It does this by asking the receiver to acknowledge. You gotta ACK. And then retransmitting any packets if acknowledgement isn't received. In ordered delivery, in addition to guaranteeing packets reach their destination, TCP also guarantees that the packets are delivered in order. It does this by labeling each packet with a sequence number. The receiver tracks these numbers and reorders out of sequence packets. If a packet is missing, the receiver waits for it to be retransmitted. Ordered delivery and reliable. Ordered and reliable. Yeah, okay. I'm not like trying to commit this stuff to memory, but I am trying to say it back to myself. When sending data using TCP, which of the following is true? Packets, no. All packets will be delivered in order. TCP is a connection-oriented protocol, which means that to interact over TCP, a program must first establish a connection. To do this, one program takes the role of a server and the other takes the role of a client. The server waits for connections and the client initiates a connection. Okay. People got their bikes out today. The server waits for connections and the client initiates a connection. Once the connection is established, the client and server can both receive and send data. It's a two-way channel. Once a TCP connection is established, which of the following is true? The client and server can send and receive. A TCP connection is identified using a unique combination of 4 values: the destination IP, the destination port, the source IP, and the source port. So you got your IP address, the port, got you. If your browser, so this is the server, look like a little computer stack, that's the server. If your browser opens multiple connections to Google's server, only the source port number will change, the rest will remain the same. If your browser opens multiple connections to Google, only the source port number will change. Why? Oh, port number, never mind. Not the IP address. The source port number, duh. I'm about to say, that don't make sense. Okay, right, because the port connections are unique. Which of the following values are not used to identify a TCP connection? The MAC address. Okay, now we got handshakes. See, I know about handshakes, but I don't at the same time. The TCP handshake is how clients establish connections with servers. It's a 3-step process. First, the client initiates the connection by sending a synchronized SYN packet to the server, indicating a request to establish a connection. This packet also contains a sequence number to maintain the order of packets being sent. The server, upon receiving the SYN packet, sends back a SYNAC, synchronized acknowledge packet. In the final step of this 3-way handshake, the client acknowledges the server's SYNAC packet by sending an acknowledge packet. The connection is considered established once the last packet is received by the server. Right. The server, upon receiving the SYN packet, sends back a SYNAC. Then the final step, the client acknowledges the server's SYNAC by sending an ACK. The connection is considered established once this last packet is received. So you got the SYNAC, and then the ACK. Okay. SYNAC, and then the ACK. The 3-way handshake ensures a reliable connection is created, verifies both devices are ready for data transmission, and sets initial sequence numbers for proper ordering of data packets. Okay, all of that was great too. However, what I'm really trying to figure out right now is expand. I probably just have to Google it, I guess. Let me see how it looks in the socket.write. That's the main one. I guess if I had picked Python, I know these are like the better supported languages. Okay, got you. They don't have one for JavaScript yet. That's what I would have been expecting. I might do my next challenge in Python. We'll see. Um, Lord knows I need to be spending time on Python. The Python socket module provides access to the following primitives. Okay, so actually let's go to the JavaScript socket. No, it was like net. Wait, am I using net or am I using socket? Or am I using net off a socket? Okay. Require net. I'm supposed to be working with the socket. JavaScript socket. And yes, I know I could just copy what they showed me, but like that's not helpful. I am so hungry. Socket. Oh, there it is. I say. Uh, Sends data on the socket. Oh gosh, that's annoying. Where did it go? Socket dot right. Okay. Sends data on the socket. The second parameter specifies the encoding. In the case of a string, it defaults to UTF-8. Returns true if the oh my gosh, why is it like, what is up with my scroll? Why is it so delicate? Get rid of this. Just on my way. Returns true if the entire data was flushed successfully to the kernel buffer. Returns false if all or part of the data was queued in user memory. Drain will be emitted when the buffer is again free. The optional callback parameter will be executed when the data is finally written out, which may not be immediately. Okay. So you got the data, then the encoding, and then the callback. So right now, if I do socket.write, and then I pass some data as a string, do I have to care about the encoding? It should be fine. UTF-8 carriage. Dang, where's the carriage? Carriage, what was it? Carriage line return feed. What was it? Carriage return line feeds. So I'm wondering about that. If these are within UTF-8 encoding, right? Let's just try it then. All right, so I need it to be like this. Socket create one close. So before you close it, oh, they indentations is not consistent with mine. All right, so now I get to just see if I need anything else. So in order to go for, oh, I can run the tester. I can run the tester, right? So let's run this script. Wait, am I supposed to write that code too? It literally says don't make any changes here. Oh, let me. I just kind of want to see what they want me to do the other part too, don't they? Because otherwise, what am I supposed to be doing? Oh, I can run code crafters test. That what I'm supposed to do? What? Oh, there we go. Wait, failed to read response. No content received. Is that because I'm just trying to really understand how I use this platform? Go. What's happening? There we go. So I think let's try to push it, I guess. Yeah, let's just do that. I think that's what I need to do. Get at, oops. See. Right. Okay. Beautiful. All right. I'm not that slow. Okay, let's go to the next stage. In this stage, you'll implement your own solution. Oh, it already. Oh, okay. No, I'm not about to refactor. I don't think. Wait, what? It just pass just because I said pass it? I didn't mean to do that. Or is that the one I was already on? That's the one I was already on. Got you. Okay. In this stage, you'll extract the URL path from an HTTP request and respond with either 200 or 404. An HTTP request is made up of these three parts: the request line, then 0 or more headers, and then the body. So get, which is the method, then the target, the HTTP version, and then that's one section. So then there's a carriage return line feed there, then all the headers return. Okay. The request target specifies the URL path of this request. In this example, the URL path is /index.html. Note that each header ends in a CRLF and the entire header section also ends in that. Got you. All right, so the tester is going to send a GET request to ABCDEFG, with a random string. Your server must respond with a 404. Then the tester will send a GET with the / and your server must respond with a 200. Got you. Okay, so how can I let me see something. So I wrote this response back. The socket has to have something. I have to be able to grab the message. Read. Let's go back and see. I'm trying to do this as big brained as I can. Wait. I don't have a read. Connect. All right, let me read this one more time so I can get the right language. Request line. All right, so I think it's coming off of this read. Yeah, show me the code. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. Well, let me read this here. Let me just do. Let me go for what I know, because this is all right. Um, the readable read method contains data out of the internal buffer and returns if no data is available. Null is returned. By default, the data is returned as a buffer object. Uh, 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 Const server. Where is this? I was expecting. Oh, I guess I don't have to import it actually. Net module provides an async network API for creating TCP servers. Create server and clients. Connection listener. You pass a callback. Oh no, we lost our music. Oh no, it's just me. It's low. I'm a cheat. I'm not cheating. I'm learning. It's all good though, cause I want to get to my Oh, that's. Oh, it's a listener. I had to look for. Okay, socket dot on. Oh, here's the on close connect data. Emitted when data is received. The argument data will be a buffer or string. Encoding of data is set by the set encoding. The data will be lost if there is no listener when the socket emits a data event. On data. Okay, so it's actually the on method. Am I tripping? Listen. This is the socket. Those are the events. Dang it. I know, all right, that's fine. So if I do know that I had to do a socket dot on, see, oh, it's right. That's on close though. So this is see, socket. Sometimes autocomplete is annoying. Socket dot on. All right, on connection returns a reference to the event emitter so that calls can be chained. Event listeners are invoked in the order they are added. So they told me, hold on. Event. Listener. Callback function. Adds the listener function to the end of the listeners array. So the listener, what is the one I'm doing now? On data. Okay. Oh, where's my charger? Keep my phone charged. All right, so socket dot on data, and then here's my listener. In this case, take the data and socket dot on. Let's see what I can do with the data though. It's a buffer. It's a buffer, ain't it? Data dot. Oh, yeah, because it's a buffer. Okay, converted it to a string first. Oh, and then you can check. What is this? I mean, this is a simple way to do it. If it starts with that, you have to get a little bit more specific afterwards. So who got fancier? Ooh, I like this. If path is just the / okay, otherwise not found. This is like TDD style updates actually. Okay, so I like that approach too. They removed this line. I was about to say that's not supposed to be there no more though. All right, that's very cool. That's very concise. If the request starts with get / all right, how do I want to do mine though? Let's first of all, I think converting it to a string is actually a good idea. You can get away with making this a const request is equal to data dot to string. How about this? Starts with. I'm gonna try something else. If the request starts with, let me see the request again. I'm gonna do a different approach. If the request starts with get, let me see. Where is it? 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 What's the two? Oh, I guess that's the best way to do it then. Because everything else is just. This is where I wish I knew some regex, because that'll be good. / space, right? Or if there was no it would have to have a space after it. Yeah, get space / because then it'll have to have a space and then the HTTP version. Why are you mad at me? Oh, because my syntax is trash. I don't know what language I think I'm writing. There we go. All right, if it starts with this, then let's say I probably could make this a const. Response will be oh, you know what? Yeah, okay. Let response. Then set the response as this. Okay, and then actually, honestly, at this point, I could do that, but that's not what I want to do. I want to do if request dot starts with get. I'm trying to basically go for, in the second case, I wish I could do some regex right here. Oh, my whole keyboard connection. Got what's my 400 not found? I actually like this a lot. And then write the response. So hypothetically, right? This is gonna handle the only 200 that we should give back. And then this is gonna handle any other type of response. I just want to try that. The chunk argument must be type of a string. Response. Okay, let's go. The chunk argument must be of type string or an instance of buffer or uint8 array. Received undefined. Try something, Dove. Welcome in. Happy Saturday. Oh, setting debug to true in your codecrafters.yaml. I want that. It can be really verbose. I love verbose errors. Like, that's the only time I want you to be verbose. Oh, I need the CLI. That's what I really need, because I couldn't run it locally. Codecrafters.io/CLI. Codecrafters.io CLI. I'm just trying out this platform called Codecrafters. So far I really like it, actually. And this is pretty much designed for you to it's designed to get experience with building more, what's the word, complex software, as they would say. So it's really good if you're more so, maybe if you have like mid to senior level experience. You can try non-trivial challenges and learn some of the different tools and technologies that you probably use every day, learn them a little bit more thoroughly. So I'm pretty much like I'm getting most of what I want out of this, if not all. I haven't gotten all the way through the end of this challenge yet. The challenge that I'm trying today, y'all, this one is free. And what Code Crafters does, like every month, if you want to try it, basically what'll happen is every month they'll have different challenges that are available. Here, let me hit this again in another tab. Here's the catalog. They make new challenges all the time. Depending on what kind of challenge you want to take, it's really more or less steps, right? So the HTTP server one is like a pretty relatively shorter challenge. This is the challenge this challenge is free until the end of the month, July 31st. And then whenever a new challenge is available, like it always goes into beta, so you can always try the new challenges for free. So build your own interpreter is actually the new one. We were going to do build your own shell today, but that one was free last month, I think. So yeah, I'm doing the build your own HTTP server. And then the next one I'll probably do is build your own shell, and then I want to do build your own Git, and then go from there. But I think they have some other ones, like they got Redis. I'll probably do the Redis one at some point, but that's way more way more involved. All right, so I probably need to do this grep one because I was just talking about regex or regular expressions. But anyways, ooh, is this gonna be like quick brew install? Let's see if I can install this real quick. I don't know how fast that's gonna go. Because then this way I can like test locally. Right now I can't test locally. Okay. No. What was it? Let's see. I don't think it's gonna refresh automatically. I probably gotta source my. Oh, it's right there. Okay. $16.12. That might have already been there in the other output, was it? And I just wasn't looking at it. Oh yeah, it was. Reading is fundamental. Let me just say that. The response, there was no response populated. That was the issue. So does that mean there was no data provided? Is this like maybe just not the best way to go about this? Let me see something. Let's look at the one I was looking at. Yes, I was looking at this one. Oh, I see. But then how did this one on? So wait, how did I do this? I need to write. Oh wait, can I do it this way? Can I just chain them? Let's see. I really feel like that should be legal. Let's see. Because this definitely is like not the thing. That's not getting defined outside of that, which makes sense actually. Cancel. Okay. All right, define that variable. Grab the request. Response is this, otherwise response is this. I really feel like I should be able to do this. And now I can test it without having to embarrass myself. It's still not defined though. Got you. So maybe this is not actually yielding me anything right now at this present moment. Well, let's see. Good old-fashioned console log. And then I do have to get ready to go soon because I need to go to church setup. But I would have to say I'm really kind of enjoying this process. It's like the right amount of challenge and like the right amount of resources. All right, log screen program will appear here. Connected. Then for my program, expected HTTP version received nothing. All right. I don't want to leave it. Let me look at the code in context. I don't want to leave this in limbo. On data, grab the request, and then write the response. Write the response. So let's do this, because I might just be fumbling with my ES5 or ES6. I don't need that. Let's not do this, because there's no point. I can do this. Oh, wait. Response. Oh, oops. My bad. Because, like, wait. Yeah, they can write to the socket inside of this. Okay. Okay, that was good. Yeah, I think I was fumbling with my ES6 actually. My arrow function logic was off. But Now, wait, which one was it complaining about? Was it complaining about it was complaining about the response. All right, so I'm gonna play around with that again later. But for right now, this is working actually. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna push it like this because I want to try refactoring it. So I'm gonna leave a little bit of the logic that I wanted here that I wanted to try. Because I just want to experiment with some stuff. So I'm leaving that in there. Let me make sure it still runs. Oh, graphics test. Should still run. Lovely. So let's do git status, git add, git commit -m, say work in progress. Let's see. Oh wait, where's the, huh? Those are some of my other commits. Hold on. I'm just gonna reuse this commit from earlier because I think technically I passed that. Git push origin master. And then if I come back over here now, my tests are passed. Refresh. Everything is complete. Beautiful, beautiful. So I still have respond with the body, read the header, concurrent connections, return a file, and read the request body. So once you get to like reading the header and then reading the request body, that's going to require me to like parse through the actual data, as opposed to right now, this is more like a TDD, like pass fail type situation, because this isn't going to work for more complicated scenarios. But for now, like I said, it works, and I have a TDD mindset anyway, so I would only write enough code to make the test pass. And I definitely am looking forward to spending more time on this, honestly, because here, let me write this. This has been fun and learning so far. I'm definitely looking forward to all the projects. Yeah, I'm enjoying this actually. So I'm definitely gonna pick this back up. Probably on the next stream, I'll pick this back up. But in the meantime, I will be seeing y'all. Let me see. Come back here. Yeah, I gotta go out and handle business, but I appreciate y'all for hanging out today. I will be back tomorrow. I should be back tomorrow. And then we'll do more work on this challenge, and then maybe I'll explore another challenge, because I am starting backdrop build. By the way, I'm starting backdrop build on Monday. I'm doing V5. I did V4, but I wasn't like as active in V4 as I really wanted to be. So I'm definitely going to be doing V5, and I am working on an AI project for V5. So I hope that y'all will actually check in with me on Monday as well. And in the meantime, have a happy Saturday. Miss Siner, I'm so glad that you found this interesting too. I'm kind of in love, just kind of a little bit. just tiny. Like, I'm a nerd, so like I said, my biggest thing at the beginning of when I was talking at the beginning of the stream is that my biggest struggle right now is that I'm having a hard time working on or finding non-trivial educational projects to work on when it comes to software engineering. So once you get beyond a certain experience level, you can't keep making the same, like, you can't keep using the same simple projects over and over again in order to acquire, bigger, more advanced skills. So this was something like when I saw it, I was like, oh, this looks like it might be right up my alley. And y'all know, with me being somebody that likes to teach as well, I'm really curious about how their platform works, um, as far as like educationally, how they structure everything. So I like that they had the code examples, the screencast, and the concepts. They also have a forum as well. And you would notice that on the individual challenge pages, like on each step, there's like a little comment area where people actually make comments or post resources and stuff like that. So it's really cool. I didn't know that they let you like post screencast on here, so I will probably, like, to me, the best way to know that I know something is to teach it. So if I was to go on to, finish a challenge, then I would want to go back and make screencasts where I know I can basically teach back the concept that I learned. And that's just a personal one for me. So I love that, like, you have all of those options, all those avenues. So I'm definitely going to be exploring that. So yeah, I appreciate y'all. I'm about to go get baby boy up from his nap prematurely. And I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye.